All right, welcome to another edition of Love Angles, where we have interactive discussions that concerns romantic relationships and how to make them work. My name is Jennifer Ogo on the show today, and the question for this week is: do you believe in love at first sight? Do you believe in love at first sight? Do not forget to make your personal opinion known in the comment section so we can have the discussion together. Remember to invite your friends to watch and follow us on Twitter at ClickNiger1, on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at ClickNiger. And of course, the website is www.clickniger.net. Well, hope you've been enjoying our music playlist on MixLR. I bet you have. All right, love can be strange at times, but it is a word that people mostly use but can be misunderstood. So the question is, what is love at first sight? You experience love at first sight when you feel a romantic attraction, especially for a stranger, on seeing him or her for the first time in that particular moment. Like nothing else matters. You think you've seen the most romantic person on earth, and you will just do everything to make that person happy, including a smile, greeting the person, even if you're not supposed to greet the person. In most cases, offering a help, yes, to get that person's attention. So you see them as flawless, and you're just so full of joy and happiness when the stranger is around you. It is the most romantic thing that you could ever do at that moment, and of course the most romantic thing that could ever happen to you in that short moment when someone comes straight into your heart and steals it away. So I went online to gather random feedbacks about the topic for today, which is: do you believe in love at first sight? So these were people's responses to the question: do you believe in love at first sight? So Joshua David said, okay, yes, I do believe in love at first sight. Why? Because the first time I saw my wife, I fell for her even though we never talked, and she didn't even realize I was there. I was driving when I noticed a young lady, or rather, my mom was driving when I noticed a young lady passing through the driveway. My mom stopped at a red light, and without saying anything, I got out of the car, walked to the edge of the road, and just looked at her, completely shocked by the emotions and insights arising within me. I quickly became overwhelmed and got back into the car, to my everlasting shame and regret, and asked God why I was feeling this way. He replies, she is your wife. This doesn't happen to me every day. That's what Joshua David is saying. So I asked when we will marry, and God replies 33. Oh my God. I wish most people could have, such spontaneous responses, especially from God. So he continued his story by saying, I was 15 and met her 18 years later. 4 months later, we married. There is one historical account of love at first sight that transpired between Abraham's son Isaac and Rebecca. So yes, I believe in love at first sight. Lily Onoche is saying, I have never had this experience of love at first sight, but you can feel instantly attracted to a person. Perhaps that person has a sex appeal. Okay. I had a Greek friend who was rather in his 60s, and when I was in my 20s, we used to talk a lot. He would tell me that the beauty of a man did not lie in his pretty face, but in his masculinity, in a way that you could actually detect he was manly. We had a friend in common who was a musician, and he had a crush on me, but I only saw him as a friend. He was 20 years older than me, well educated and wealthy. He was not ugly. I just didn't feel attracted to him at all. Turaya Bola is saying yes. The moment I saw him, I was murdered. Murdered by his eyes, his smile, his irregular beats of eyebrows, his everything. Oh my God. I got to know him. I got to know the inner him now, the deeper person which lives inside my partner. I would say the love at first sight carries infatuations, attractions, and of course, addiction, but love is holy, love is peace, love is magnanimous. All right, that's for Turaya Bola. So let us know, do you believe in love at first sight? I don't know. We have our very first comment from Simon Matthias. Simon, thank you for joining us today. Love at first sight. I actually think we are literally just attracted by what we see. The real test comes when we have seen this person. Maybe love at first sight fit catch me soon. Maybe seriously, that's what Simon Matthias. So he actually thinks it's more of an attraction, right? If I'm right, Simon. So he's saying the real test comes when we have seen these persons, like, okay, maybe one person, maybe several others. Well, let us know what you think about the topic for today. Do you believe in love at first sight? Now, some people, do not believe in love at first sight. Yeah. According to scientists, when you see a person of the opposite sex, the brain stimulates, chemicals like epinephrine into the nervous system. So this gives you a pleasant outlook of life and makes you react romantically towards him or her. The greater the stimulation, the greater your emotional feeling. People then react differently depending on their age, sex, and self control. So we call love at first sight so what we call love at first sight, rather, therefore, is nothing special because it could happen to anyone at any time. So some further argue that people claiming to experience love at first sight are already prepared to get into a relationship. So, your brain is just channeled to the fact that, okay, I want to get into a relationship. So basically your mind is just telling you to just make do with what you see. Already you have a picture of what you want in your mind. So when you see this person, to cover at least 80% of what you want, you just immediately get attracted to that person. So they are not attracted to just someone, to just anyone, but are selective in what they want. Beautiful people attract attention. This is normal because human beings, especially men, are visually stimulated. Believing in love at first sight is simply a false sense of love because true love goes beyond the skin. That's what scientists now or psychologists are saying. According to most scientists, as we grow and imagine what we want in our future partner, those qualities are registered in our subconscious mind. So when you meet someone who has something similar now to what is registered in your mind, you even feel you have known him or her for a long time. This is love at first sight. So in a scenario where you meet someone and there is this like deja vu, you start to think, have I dreamt of this person? This person has been on my mind. You just immediately get attracted to that person because the physical quality you are actually looking for in a woman or in a man, this person actually has it. So you just feel like you've known this person for ages. So there is nothing that should keep people apart. That is what scientists now are calling love at first sight. So let's take more social media reactions. Remember, I went online to gather some feedbacks about what people think on this topic. Do you believe in love at first sight? And we've had our first comment from Simon Matthias. And I would like to know from you, do you actually truly, from experience or even infatuation or imagination now, do you believe in love at first sight? So another one is coming from Abaskuna. Love at first sight is the strongest yet dangerous form of attachment one can have for someone. The fact that you do not fall in love by getting to know someone eventually, and just falling in love because of the one meeting with a person puts up a strong case which you need to fight for. Why? What made you develop such a strong feeling just by meeting or seeing someone? Yes, I believe love at first sight can happen, but the fact that you ask for justification of it not being lost indicates that most of these instances are not love, they are just infatuations. So some people might even call it lust at first sight, like not literally love at first sight. That is what Abaskuna is, that's his own interpretation of the topic for today. He's saying it's lost at first sight, not love at first sight. Also, let us know, what do you think? Do you believe in love at first sight? Another response is coming from Victor Chinon. So he said it happens often that you like a boy or a girl at first sight, and you consider him or her to be everything for you, you start reacting, wow, how beautiful she was. She killed me at first sight. She robbed me off my sleep, blah, blah, blah. He was so handsome. I had to fall for him. Oh my God, a knight in shining armor. You know what? You know the words. Now, according to psychologists, that's what Chinonso is saying. There is no such thing as love at first sight. Love at first sight is often seen because of sexual reaction. Boys and girls consider this sexual reaction to be true love. Actually, it is not called love but an attraction. So, which normally happens between opposite sex. When two persons of opposite sex stay close for a long time, they wrongly presume now that they are in love. Do you think so? That one is from Chinon. So Victor, he's actually saying there is no such thing as love at first sight. So let us know, what do you think? Do you honestly believe love at first sight, or do you think there is anything called love at first sight or lust at first sight? Let us know right there. So gradually we shall be wrapping up. Remember to invite your friends to watch this video and join us via our website at www.clickniger.net. You can listen to us via MixLR. So whether you believe in love at first sight or not, you're actually right, because we are the choices we make in life. Appreciate, however, that meeting someone for the first time does not guarantee a long and fulfilling relationship. So it only offers you the opportunity to find out if you are compatible. So the days after is what makes the difference. Consider carefully the physical, ethical, mental, and spiritual qualities of your potential lover. Make sure you both have compatible qualities. It's very important. Like, people say, okay, don't go for what you see, go for the innate beauty, look within, is the person kind, blah blah blah. All the good characters that comes from the inside is not what you see when you meet the person for the first time. People actually, it's advisable to actually go for those innate qualities, but the physical quality maybe sometimes could actually sustain a relationship to an extent. So if you're into tall guys, fine. If you're not into so much not if you're not into tall guys, just let yourself know what you really want from that particular person, the qualities that will actually spice up that relationship. If you like, if light skin complexion ladies, fine, you could actually go for someone that that, okay, you're physically attracted to this person. As much as you see that person for the first time and really like what you see, with time you get to know that person from the inside, and all those things put together will definitely sustain a relationship. So do not be afraid to fall in love even with a stranger. Yeah, so you see a beautiful girl, you see a handsome guy, there's no crime. I mean, they all have feelings, they all have emotions like every other person in the world. So don't see that because they are physically attractive, they are beautiful, they are looking all pink, don't feel like, oh, this kind of person might not maintain a relationship. Just go for it. Love is beautiful, but remember that it takes time and patience to grow, like I told you. So with time you get to know the beauty inside. So love is strange, but surely it does not, you know premium ignorance. So it does not advertise ignorance. Don't think because you're in love you should let go of things that are very pertinent in a relationship, red flags that could really cause major breakups in the relationship. So don't overlook some of those things. So look before you leap. Love can give you sight, but it can also give you blindness. So much appreciation to everyone who listened by our website on BigSeller and viewed us on Facebook. Love and Goals will be back next week with another interactive edition on Click Niger Internet Radio. If you've missed any of our shows, you can watch them live on YouTube. Yes, our YouTube channel is at Click Ninja. Thank you so much for watching and listening to us. We sincerely appreciate it once again. Stay safe and bye for now.